Hi and welcome to this video. Here we are at the forge of Breendonk. I'll try to give a fast review. These are the people who basically made sure that the lawyers, the prosecutors, the people that the school teachers, I think it was, you see, went, I mean, against the German who wanted to take over the power. They talked about the dog, that the dog also, I mean, did cruel things to the prisoners. This was not just a prison camp. There were really tortures. People tortured others in the camp. I'll try to do, so basically it says that people were tortured, and people were I mean, for your freedom in some way. Here you'll see this is the Secret Service of Germany, and it says, as you can see, my oath, I think it says, my trau, my devotion to see, kind of an American Eagle-ish thing. Bevel is bevel. If the Secret Service SS leaders said to do something, you had to obey. What's more, these are all the people who died here. You see, there is also Auschwitz, the most known. Okay, let's go. Okay. So we just had a tour. It was all in Dutch, so I'll try to keep it brief. These were the concentration, isolation, when people were really, I mean, again, what they wanted was information of who was against the Germans, to make sure that people were afraid. These are kind of the at the end, when someone died, they wrote why they died. But as they said to us, told us, pneumonie, I mean, it wasn't always truth. This was a person who wasn't very big. You see, they gave him huge uniform, whatever. This is this. Okay, let's go. Here we have some kind of coordination center, as far as our secretariat. You can hear it all, but I'll try to keep it brief. Here's that dog. Here's what they had to do. You see, there's ground that had to be transported from with these kind of train tracks. Also, they showed it's Société Anonyme. So it's a company. It's a company to make sure that people work. Here they showed us, this is a simple soldier on your right, and There is the Secret Service in some way, SS. See the eagle. You see the same eagle. I think there it would have had the SS. Ah, here you have the basically what they told me is, look, everyone dies. No one is eternal. Okay, let's keep the tour quick so that you're not getting bored. Also, I mean, and this is the toilet, but there are 2 toilets that I've seen. This is, I guess, here it's like in a schoolyard. You know, you go. These are toilets outside. Will be very cold. During the winters, Belgian winters. Here they made clothes. These are the barracks where they slept. Notice, I'll show you that there are no place for the head. This is how the day went. Tortured. It's horrible. Of course, others heard it too. It's an amazing museum. So basically, you see the day began at 5:30, and they had to the labor camp. They had 7 minutes or so. Here you can see the to wash your hands and maybe yourself even. Here you can probably see there are no places for the head. It's just a wooden thing. They were here to work. See, kind of that is the small one. That's what they had to eat. The bread. There was a stove. It's quite impressive.
It's not the frequent beatings that make Breendonk so unbearable.
Breendonk.
It's not the little food that we are given to eat, nor the back-breaking work that we are forced to do. What makes Breendonk so unbearable are the nights. During the nights, you're overcome with homesickness when you lie alone on your bed and think of your family and friends. During the nights, you're overcome with grief when you hear your neighbor sobbing softly. He buries his head in his straw sack on his bed, trying to muffle the sound of his crying, but you still hear him. During the nights, you're overcome with terror when you hear the howls of other prisoners as they are tortured, as well as the shouts and cheers of the SS. And I don't know when it will be my turn. SS men walk through the corridors, shooting their guns and interrupting what little sleep we can steal. Sometimes they rush into our rooms and drag us out of bed and march us to the courtyard where we have to stand for hours in the middle of the night, in the cold and in the rain, until they are too tired or too drunk to bully us anymore. During the nights at Breendonk, I lie on my damp straw sack, wondering who double-crossed me. Thankful that I have survived another day,
who betrayed in some way?
but afraid of what the next will bring. It's Saturday evening. The door to our barrack room swings open unexpectedly. The man is fired by 2 SS men. His face is completely bloodied from many beatings. Carefully, we place him on the bed and undress him. He's covered with bruises, open wounds, burns. No part of his body has been untouched by his torturers. We've never seen a man in such a horrible condition before. We ask his name, but he can't speak anymore. It turns out he's an important person, but to us, he's just a wreck. Tomorrow's Sunday, you can rest, our room leader tells him. But on Monday morning, everybody must go back to work, including this badly beaten man. We have to carry him to the work site, where the SS men abuse him all day. The next day, we take the man to the work site again. There, he is forced to balance himself on a pole where the SS guards pelt him with stones until he collapses. Then we are ordered to take the unconscious man back to our barrack room. We lay him on his bed. Later, when we come back after our day of hard labor, we try to be as quiet as possible. We have all saved a piece of bread from our dinner to give him when he wakes up. He dies that night. 1 month later, Belgium is liberated.
That's sad. That he didn't live to see the kind of Belgian liberation.
My big brother. You almost can't see anymore. They crushed your glasses. You are so exhausted by the heavy work. It's March, but the earth you have to dig up is still frozen. The SS beat you into the ice-cold water of the moat, time and time again. I try to help you, but I'm kicked out of the way. And then they throw you in a hole. They bury you alive. I dig you out with my bare hands. You die in my arms. The SS make us sing. Sing as we carry your mutilated body away. So, I stare. I stare at your empty bed, where a new prisoner will take your place tomorrow.
Whoa. See lights? Just like in the movies. Okay. They show how people came in and how people became very. This is also the prison things. See? So they said that to go to the toilet, they had to not speak, to get this on the face. So basically, you were in the dark with this, and sometimes they also beat the person when going to the toilet. I could have been a hero. I became a martyr, I guess. No, someone who bullied others. I beat the hero that I could have been. I beat him till he's a hero. and I beat myself till I am a someone who beats others, I guess. Someone who martyrs, someone who betrays others. You'll see this at the end too. I only have a couple of minutes, so I'll try to make it brief, fast. Here, people died and coffins, you see, small coffins. Okay, let me see. I think again, it's not only here to make people confess, but it's also a chamber. So okay, we could have waited or whatever. Here, people were beaten. Here, you had to wait here, your turn, while someone else is tortured. And here's for blood. And things could have been to heat up and to torture someone. See? Spooky. And they wrote down, and they had a telephone line. They wrote down who you betrayed, and the person that got betrayed got into serious trouble. Even though maybe the information wasn't right. These are the amounts of people who were sent from Mechelen to Auschwitz, 28 transportations. You see Berlin, Dachau, Breendonk. This is see Belgium, the Netherlands, and in the Netherlands was it in Vught, but there were other prisons, smaller prisons, Valkenburg, Haren, Mechelen, that's to transport people, Leuven. Here, remember, it didn't start with the gas chambers. It started with politicians dividing the people with us versus them. Oh, I'll do it again. So there it says, remember, on the other side. It didn't start with the chambers, gas chambers. Remember, it didn't start with the gas chambers. It started with politicians dividing the people with us versus them. It started with intolerance and hate speech. And when people stopped caring, became desensitized and turned a blind eye. And here it says about happiness. Do you feel happy? But I mean, people who survived it too. I mean, do you see that kind of? Is she a Jew, or anyone could have gotten such a star? As far as I understood, these are the barracks of the soldiers. And here it's warm. Here it's warm. Here it's warm. This is what they used for, I mean, what the slaves used for to work. To work. Okay, this is the luxury. This is for the soldiers. This is for the soldiers. Here's the camp. You see the things to that we started. There is some kind of monument. So it was very much guarded, but it was also a company with slaves who worked. It's a special fort. It's in some way also camouflaged. You see the big Belgian flag. It's to kind of symbolize that the Belgian government is, the Belgian Secret Service is now, and the Belgian military is now, has the force here, are the strongest. You see 3 chimneys, 4, 3 again. There were also cannons. See there, but they are dismantled as far as I understood. There is wire, of course. There's no real escape. Water, I mean, you can't really swim fast to it. During the nights, the people got, I made sure that they said who or helped them or whatever. Not sure for what these holes are, but inside it was also possible to get in. Of course, up these stairs there are all kinds of ways to go inside, but you see the kind of barbed wire to make sure that people don't climb the stairs. But it's a kind of huge cannon, a fort, but with slaves too. And here it's people who got shot and got executed. Shot and got executed. Here people worked, you see. Belgian flag. People had to work, and the guards guarded the slaves and made sure that they worked faster. Here people got executed. Show you. And we're almost at the end of the tour. If you have any questions, let me know. There, the koepels, and there were big cannons, huge cannons, as far as I understood, to shoot airplanes. Here, people got executed. You see with their rope, and with a gun. I don't know if you could choose, but I think a lot of would choose being shot. But here, people also got hanged. That wasn't the fastest way. See? It's like in the movies. And here, not sure what this is. Not sure what this is. There's electricity, and here a person got hanged. See? Got hanged. And there people got shot. There are the cannons. Yeah, a work camp. A real work camp. It says remembrance, and understand that people died for your freedom. We do have freedom at this moment. Look, 184 people got shot. 84 people got died because they worked. 23 people got hanged, and that's the worst. You see, Emile got hanged, Albert got hanged. People. Robert de Preester got hanged. You see, these people got shot, and this is all thanks to, you see, deze twee friends of the Fort of Breendonk and the Bank of Belgium Euro system. More than half of the approximately 3,600 prisoners locked up in Breendonk Auffanglager, somewhere you had to work, I guess, do not survive the war. At least 301 are killed while prisoners in the camp. 184 prisoners end up in front of fire squad. I think those are the lucky ones. These victims are usually hostages whose execution is reprisal for attacks. In addition, at least 113 prisoners. What does it mean, Auffanglager? Wat betekent Auffanglager?
Doorschuifkamp.
Doorschuifkamp.
Doorgeefkamp, ja.
Okay.
Dus
Below?
Concentratiekamp.
Okay. Nice. Below, you see the names? Okay. Fire squad, hanged, and living condition. Thank you. They are closing, so I had to make it shorter. If you have any questions, exact questions, let me know. They said that these are bullets, or grenades, or planes that try to destroy this camp or attack this camp. So we do a lot, as you can see. What's more, so here, of course, they don't want people to go up. You see there, this is security. These are the huge cannons, the Belgian flag. Of course, there are works. They have ladders and things to make sure to work. This is probably to get them there to go up and to go inside into the chambers there, I guess, and other stuff. You see over there. Of course, this museum, but things have to be. They have to work. Okay, I'll go behind the scenes. The lady isn't there, so I'll go a bit behind the scenes. Curious? There's the Belgian flag. There's what's here. Most people, of course, don't go here, but hey, I'm doing this tour second time just for you. Okay, these are extra stones. This is extra. This is okay, wood. That's fascinating. Wood. That's fascinating. These are chambers. Look. Okay. You saw it? Oh, you see the barbed wire I got on the other side of the fence. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, this is the end of the tour. Yeah, there is again the Appelplatz. Okay, yeah, but I'm shooting a video in English. But it's the end of the tour. It's the end of the day. Okay, let's see. Here is the showers. You see, this is for soap, but this is the luxury version. This is for their clothes. I think this is for the military, warm water. Thank you so much. So they made the clothing and the soldiers, and here there were pigs. Pigs. They said here were the horses. This is a toilet for the prisoners. Outside. This I find fascinating here. This is some people became, you see, he worked at the city of Ghent. He was before worked at the RVA at the he worked for the government, you see. Officer of I guess the Red Army or something like that. Lawyer, journalist. Electrician, fire, some students of the military school. I see lawyers, stewards, officer. So all these people got or detained or got free. Engineer, lawyer. There was something also by Kiev I saw, but lawyer. Nice. A person who made shoes. Student, doctor. This became a, I guess, after he was a teacher and became a school director after the war. Substitute prosecutor in Antwerp. Basically a lawyer, but who worked for the state, for the Belgian state, but also got tortured. This is quite cool. This is the prisoners all got all kinds of. So the first was a Jew. You see the yellow one, a Jew, political prisoner, someone who was against the Germans, terrorists, someone who had weapons or money and tried to, trade that. Someone who was for the British, someone who is Jewish and British, and just people that they took. These are all the... I have to go with all the people. Isolation chambers. These are all the people who died. See, Auschwitz. Dachau.
Er zit dan ook aan alle kanten een beetje as in. De naam op de muur is de naam van de Maar we gaan direct eens kijken, dan kan je zien wanneer de van waar hij opschreef, wanneer hij geboren is, wanneer hij binnenkomt, eventueel zijn nummer op die camera. Ja. En we gaan kijken.
Hij is hier gebracht door omdat van een zone die maakt even gezet. Dat is opgepakt en bedoeld.
Richting de movement. They already closed most of the rooms. So these are all the prisons back then. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is in Mechelen to transport Jews or people who are against the Germans. Headquarters in Brussels, Ghent, and Antwerp, and Charleroi, Liège. This is in Antwerp, some kind of headquarters, torture chamber. Leuven. Oh, this is Breendonk, Vught, Auschwitz. You see, this is a concentration camp, basically, and this is really to kill people.
Maar ik heb ook niet alles gedaan.
Hij komt hier, moet ik iets komen hier doen?
Nee, nee.
Die gaat rechtdoor aan de douches.
Ja.
Dat is het proces van mijn...
Ja.
This is someone who got shot. There was a trial at the City Hall of Mechelen. These were the British who came. This is the end of the tour. Vught, that's in Netherlands, Amersfoort 2, Germany, other concentration camps and other, what was it, camps that, this is the map of the camp. So I loved it. I mean, very special, very so this is how they transported people, just like as if they were inhumane, as if they were but this is, they're locking it, the Belgian flag. It's a serious door. So this is built afterwards. This is built afterwards. And so it's not a concentration camp, it's a kind of labor camp, and it's they had to how to explain, say about other people who were against the Germans. So basically to become traders. So if you betrayed people, you got better places, you got better, but of course the others also knew about you, that you're a traitor. There's probably the way to a post to kind of become for the guards around it. Huge Belgian flag to show that the Belgian government is in control and the Belgian military is in control of this. Before there was another flag, of course. Look, people got transported as if they're not human beings, but just animals. This is the end of the amazing museum, and thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. I would highly recommend to go to this tour with a tour guide, and it's the fort of Breendonk. So to end, this is where we were. Here we came in. Here we went away. As you can see, it's a huge kind of prison, but also with tanks. See, cannons. Here's a new monument to show that people were people oppressing the oppression. What do we see here? I see a dog. I see workers. People with a woman with a child, a gun, a person standing on knees, and kind of a bird for freedom, I guess. And these are some of the people, but again, this is still happening in China and Russia and North Korea, these kind of camps. And I guess these were the SS with the and simple soldiers, I guess, and the dogs. And they made sure that others betrayed others. Huge, amazing museum. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. You can also rent it out with groups. A national conference of the political prisoners, I guess. Here's a huge cannon. There's a room that you can rent out for, as far as I understood, 40 euros, with all very cool pictures. There's another room that you could rent out. Halt. Who goes further will be shot. Kind of classroom. Here's again that, and again 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A Citroen kind of sign. 4. Mijn oren. Mijn trouw. Basically always number 4. 4, 4, 4. An eagle, kind of American eagle. That is the strongest. Strongest. Basically, that is God. They were God. They were God. They were the strongest. Thank you for the Belgian government, Belgian defense, Simon Steven, Puurs, Fortleven, Willebroek, Waarlink, huge cannon. Amazing museum, highly recommended. I took 2 short. This is during before the First World War. This is the Second World War. Here it was more hidden. There were more cannons, I guess. It's very special. So highly recommended to visit. And there are more things to do in Belgium, like the War Heritage Museum, the Center for European Resistance. And this is my my thing that I need to get. This is a online. This is a audio guide. Belgian battlefield. Museum. And this is some kind of national conference of political prisoners. So highly recommended to visit. Belgium battlefield of Europe. So this is the Belgian defense, the Flemish government, the Walloon government, the Brussels government, the Walloon Federation in Brussels, I guess, the German-speaking people, War Heritage Institute, Belgium battlefield of Europe. Impressive, impressive. So this was and is the amazing museum, and this was a camp, but a camp to a work camp. Amazing. Passerby, respect this place. 3,500 prisoners suffered here. 184 were shot, 23 were hanged, about 100 died of mistreatment, torture, and execution. Oh, it's another language. Spanish, I guess. Awesome. Very interesting. These are the gates, and here people stood too. It's open from Monday till Sunday from 9:30 till 17:30. Halt. Who goes further will be shot. If you have any questions, let me know. It's an awesome museum. Highly recommended. Breendonk in Breendonk in Antwerp. You see it, beschermd monument. A monument that is meant to be protected.